In just 1 hour, the gates will fly open for the first time at the old spa this year. Opening day at Saratoga. Thousands of people are pouring into the graveyard of favorites right now, with post time set for 1 o'clock. Our Liz Bishop is live trackside right now, anchoring our full coverage of this special day. Liz?
Hi, Ann. Unfortunately, I'm having a little trouble hearing you right now, so let me just say to everybody, welcome to Saratoga. Here we are once again, another opening day and 6 weeks of world-class racing ahead of us on this, the 147th opening day at the oldest racetrack in America. Post time is a little less than an hour away now, and we have absolutely glorious conditions for this day of racing. The sky is blue. There are wispy clouds. You can see them. There's a nice breeze, and it's really having an impact, I think, on attendance, because I'm looking straight ahead at the Nelson Avenue gate, and I can see the people streaming in, and that's been a steady stream of people since we sat down here. So that seems to be a good sign. And really, we know this track is a who's who of racing greats, let's say. We've got the horses, the jockeys, we've got all the socialites who are here, and the racing fans who root them on. So I think all in all, they're expecting a very auspicious beginning to this long season of racing. And now let's take you back an hour, and we'll show you what's been going on here that you've missed already. One of my favorite moments here of the track, and that's when, yep, they head in. All the fans start coming in. It's happened just about an hour ago. The festive start to the season, the fans lining up at the gates, one goal in mind. They want to get their favorite spot on the track, and they burst through the turnstiles. But actually, as you can see, some of them actually got caught in the turnstiles instead. And a stream of people looking forward to a fun day at the races, or those hoping to go home in style with maybe a wad of cash, made their way inside to greet an old friend, Saratoga.
Every single year, opening day, Frank and myself get together, and we're here.
This is a happening. It's a beautiful place to be.
What brought you to Saratoga?
Win some money.
You want to win some money?
Yes, and see the horses. They're beautiful.
Okay. Do you come every year?
Yeah, every year.
Because it's Saratoga. We come every year. We'll be right by the rail, hopefully by the paddock if I get there before I'm done here.
All right, go, go, go.
23 years I was up in that little glass booth looking at everybody else have the fun on opening day. Now it's my turn.
We heard you say at the event last night that you were going to drink, gamble, and cavort today. I said you're going to have a busy day.
Yeah, that's my triple crown, drinking, gambling, and cavorting, yes.
What does it mean to be in Saratoga? These lovely, vibrant people. It's like you went to a different planet. And I'm Willy Wonka, and it's fun all day, every day.
So if you're planning on making a trip yourself to Saratoga over the next 40 days of racing, you will see some big changes here. And we've got a few of them for you right now. The Walk of Fame here was unveiled this morning about 10:15. It's a beautiful new venue. It's undercover. It has a distinctly Saratoga look. It's where the greats of the game are celebrated. This year, horse owners and philanthropists Mary Lou Whitney and Denny Phipps will be inducted. The Carousel has gotten a new look, including a new sports bar that offers a variety of craft beers and TVs to watch. It's also where you will find the Tom Durkin Replay Center. You're seeing that there, 24 memorable race calls from the master of the microphone, retired track announcer Tom Durkin. And that's one of the other significant changes here at Saratoga, and you see it there. Durkin retired at the end of the Saratoga meet last year, and Larry Colmus will be taking over the race calling duties in light of Durkin's retirement, and we caught up with Larry this morning.
He was a legend, absolutely the best in the game for 24 years here in Saratoga. But, you know, somebody's got to be the next guy, and I'm so glad that it's me, and I think people are going to really enjoy having me here at Saratoga. I know I'm happy. I'm really extremely happy to be here.
And we'll get to see Larry calling the races in less than an hour. Now, we talk about changes, but probably the biggest change, the one that's creating the most buzz around here, is tied into probably the second most competitive sport here at the track. The first, obviously, is the horse racing. The second is snagging a picnic table. And our Jen Lukey is out at the Walk of Fame right now to tell us more about that. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Liz. Good afternoon. Basically, what happened this year is that NYRA reserved 100 picnic tables, and you could pay to get one of those. They're over by the paddock area, and so a lot of people came running through those gates looking for their table, and this year it was reserved. But these folks are making the best of it. This is an awesome area in the lawn where I try to make my way every. I want to bring in my buddy Jeff, and Jeff is a veteran
Saratoga. How many times have you been here?
Oh, we come up a couple times a year for the last 20, 30 years. That's my dad and my uncle over there, second generation Saratoga. And my grandfather started the whole thing.
I detected an accent. Where are you guys from?
We're from Boston.
You're from Boston.
Yeah,
okay.
About 20 minutes outside.
Yeah, and when you came through the gates this year, do you normally get this spot? Were you successful?
Yeah, this is the spot we usually come to. We didn't get a picnic table this year. It was crazy trying to get a picnic table, but we usually come to this area right behind the carousel, and we're good to go.
What's your favorite thing about opening day?
The action. I love the action. It's just a lot of fun, nice weather. Just enjoy every minute up here.
All right,
Great.
well, we'll let you get back to the party.
Right.
The betting's about to begin.
All right.
You can hear, obviously, they didn't get picnic tables. They're still in good spirits. It's a long day with a lot of fun for a lot of folks. So we'll continue to follow any developments. We'll have a whole recap on everything. All right, Jen, thanks very much. And the big question here at the racetrack this season is what's going to happen with American Pharoah. Now, we know that American Pharoah, the Triple Crown winner, is headed to the Haskell in New Jersey. But the question is, what happens then? Obviously not the Jim Dandy, but what about the Travers? Well, let's go back, first of all, and tell you a little bit about his daring do here. We can show you some of the Belmont that he won, and by doing this, breaking a 47-year dry spell and becoming the first Triple Crown winner since affirmed in 1978. American Pharoah has a Saratoga connection. He was auctioned off at the Fasig-Tipton yearling sales, and in the end, his owner, Ahmed Zayat, bought him back for $300,000 when few bidders showed interest. The whole world, though, is showing interest now, and getting him to Saratoga is priority number one. And joining me now is Times Union turf writer and handicapper Tim Wilkin to talk more about American Pharoah. And you really, Tim, have the quote of the day from Wayne Lucas, who, why don't you tell everybody what you asked him and what he said?
Well, I asked Wayne if he thought that American Pharoah, what are the chances American Pharoah was going to come to Saratoga, and he said zero.
Zero.
He's good friends with Bob Baffert, and he gets it. He understands why Bob doesn't want to come here. Bob has never had success in the Travers. He won it once with Point Given in 2001, and the horse never ran again.
But the Zayats are supposedly famous for wanting to help the sport of racing, and they thought that might be a reason why American Pharoah would come here. You don't think that's a good enough reason?
Well, you know, I don't know, Liz. I think that Zayat has said from the start, Bob Baffert's going to make the decision, not him. Bob Baffert, every time I've talked to him, he's very cool on the Travers. Okay. But he's also a guy that won't make a decision until probably 2 weeks after the Haskell. And I think a telling thing will be if American Pharoah goes back to California following the Haskell, we're not going to see him here.
What would it mean to Saratoga if American Pharoah comes in, conversely if he doesn't come?
Well, if he comes, you know, Naira's going to have to put a cap on this place.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of people that want to get in here that won't be able to. If he doesn't come, it's still Saratoga, best racing in the world, and the Travers will still be a pretty good race, but it could be a phenomenal race or a showcaser, if you want to say, for American Pharoah. He's that good.
Is there anything, I mean, we're hearing that maybe, you know, Naira might, you know, up the ante, raise the purse on the Travers to try and make it more attractive. Is there anything they could do to convince Zayat to come here?
I don't think they can do that. Like, that's what they did in the Haskell. Yeah. That's what they would do in Parks for the Pennsylvania Derby, you know, because they're still under the tight hold of, of the government. And as long as that's going on, they can't do anything. I think that their hands are tied. They're not going to be offering any bonuses or incentives at all.
I'm very jealous. This man has seen American Pharoah in person win all 3 Triple Crown races. What a thrill for you. Is it just that he has great heart, speed? What is it?
He's just like a freak of nature. And the thing is about it, Liz, he's such a kind, friendly horse. The day after the Belmont, Bob Baffert brought him out into the stable area and let everybody that was near come over and touch him and hang out with him. And he loved every minute of it.
That's terrific. Tim Wilkin, thanks so much for being with us today. Good luck. Hope you have a great meet. We'll be following your picks with interest, and thank you again.
Thanks, Liz.
All right. And probably the only other really unpredictable thing other than picking the winners here at the track is the weather. And as I said, we couldn't have gotten a better day. We're going to send it